What's up, YouTube? This is James coming back at you with another informative video. I hope you guys are doing well out there on this Monday night. I'm doing really good myself. Shout out to the sister Ann of Yah for giving me this particular story right here. And it's a story that proves everybody does not need to be having children. As in these two twisted looking ass reprobates right here. Words can't describe just how fucking horrific these two people really are. How filthy that they are in their ways of how they treat children, as this story will have it. Okay. Florida children's book author husband arrested on aggravated child abuse charges. Deputies say one child told them she was punished because she couldn't stop sinning. Okay. Whew. A couple demons right here, feel the need to speak on someone else as sinning, a child sinning. And when we go through the story, you'll see what they was calling sin. All right. But they couldn't see what they were doing to the children, as being sin. You see? It appears to be a war on children these days. You know what I'm saying? It really does. I mean, there's discipline when it comes down to a child, and a child should be disciplined. But then there's times where it's beyond just that. And then that's when it just gets right down to abuse. And in this particular story, you'll see what I mean. Let's get into it. Seminole County, Florida. Arrest reports received from the Seminole County Sheriff's Office detail the abuse 3 children were allegedly subjected to by their parents. As a result, investigators say a Florida children's book author and her husband were arrested on child abuse charges. Deputies say investigations began when they responded to a call at a Winter Park hospital on New Year's Day about an undetermined medical issue. Wow. For a 8-year-old girl. The girl was critically ill and had to be taken to another hospital, authorities said. She was that bad off, Goes on to say here, according to an arrest report, deputies spoke with 39-year-old Joseph Wolfthal and learned 2 other children, a 9-year-old boy and an 11-year-old girl, lived with him and his wife Jennifer. Deputies said in the report they arrested Joseph based on their conversation with him, and the 2 other children were taken to the hospital. The arrest report said. The report says one child is hospitalized with a staph infection, sepsis, renal, and liver failure. Liver failure. These children right here was near death. It goes on to say open infected wounds on both legs and pneumonia in both lungs. Another child was released from the hospital 1 week after the initial incident, after the child was treated for skin infections, open wounds, bruising, and malnutrition, deputies say. And the child was released 2 weeks after the initial incident, after being treated for open wounds, skin infections, malnutrition, and undergoing refeeding during her hospital stay, the report said. You talking about, this is serious. This is real damage. They had to teach this child how to eat. This child was near death. The body was starting to shut down. Anytime a body does not want to consume food, it's on its way out, This is what these low-life bastards did to these children, okay? To continue, both children released from the hospital were then put in the care of foster family, deputy noted in the arrest report. During interviews with 2 of the children, deputies say in the report, the 11-year-old girl told them she didn't want to go back to her parents because they punished her because she couldn't stop sinning. Deputies wrote the child was told this by her parents every time they punished her. Deputies say the girl would be punished for not going to the bathroom at the proper times, wetting the bed, not doing her exercises right, and not eating what she was given. According to the report, deputies wrote the food given was a mix of bran flakes, cereal, water, and vegetable puree. I'm sorry, but I bet an animal wouldn't even wanted to eat that shit. But to continue, and the girl reportedly told deputies she would occasionally be fed twice a day and sometimes wouldn't eat until late in the afternoon. These children was treated like third world prisoners. You see. Wow. In conclusion here, deputies say they also found more than 1,100 photographs written saying, "My body stays flat on the bed at all times. I was never given permission to move or say anything. Now I get to write about this along with everything else. I'm a fool." Deputies also say they found more than 10 other sayings written multiple times at the house. However, their children's main punishment happened nearly every night. Two of the children reportedly told deputies where cold water would be poured over them while they laid in bed. Deputies say neither bed had any bedding, only a plastic mattress, cover, and pillow. Deputies say one child couldn't tell them what she had done wrong before she was punished. Obviously, if the child couldn't even say, I don't even know what I did wrong. She wasn't doing anything wrong. It was just that these fucking lowlifes was just abusing her. You know? It goes on to say here, one child reportedly told deputies she hadn't interacted with her siblings or any other adult for several years. Deputies note in their report that children's bedrooms were locked from the outside. Jennifer was listed as a homeschool teacher according to an arrest report. She is credited as the author of the children's books, A Real Friend, okay? According to Amazon and other reports. Both she and her husband were charged with child neglect, with great bodily harm, aggravated child abuse, and false imprisonment of a child under 13 and committing aggravated abuse. They are being held without no bond. With no bond. And they don't need it. Send their ass to a third world prison so they can get the same kind of treatment these fucking lowlifes right here. Shit. It was too bad that the kids was too weak to run from being starved, and being sick, and abused, because I can assure all they had to do was run, and zigzag. He couldn't have kept up with him. You know what I mean? He would have crossed his lines, probably fucking fell over, and her dumb ass looking like, I don't know, which Haggard, Hazel or somebody, you know what I'm saying? These fucking lowlifes right here, I'm telling you, you just never know what's going on behind closed doors with people and children. So like looking at her, for example, other than this ugly ass skull that she has on her face, she looks normal. You don't think that a person, she can be that kind of person to treat a child like that. Now him on the other hand, well, it kind of shows. You know what I'm saying? I mean, something's up with this motherfucker. I've seen possums look better than this bastard right here. This is an ugly situation. They need to throw the book at him and throw their ass in prison and toss the key away. That's just the way I feel about it. Any American prison is too good for either one of these lowlifes to dwell in. Okay? Third world country prison. The way that you treated these children, y'all need to be treated the same way, as far as I'm concerned. But y'all tell me what y'all think about this story. I'm interested in hearing your thoughts, your views, and opinions on it. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. People, please remember to live your life as though we are being watched, simply because we are. This is James, and I'm out. Peace.